Micah Parsons, face of that Cowboys unit, their chaos generator, their heartbeat shipped to Green Bay. You don't just trade your identity without telling the whole league who you are now. That move says this isn't the same Dallas defense anymore. The compass got ripped off the dashboard, and when a franchise pulls that pin, you start asking the next question: who's next? All roads point to Trevon Diggs. Dallas just slid $92 million across the table to DaRon Bland after cutting a previous check to Diggs for $97 million. That's nearly 2 superstar corner contracts stapled to a defense that just waved goodbye to its premier edge rusher. The math doesn't like that. The cap doesn't either. Move Diggs now and you clear real space, $9.5 million. Reasons to reset in a league that punishes inertia. Yes, there's the ledger you can't ignore. 21 missed games in 2 years, both knees on the report, the kind of red flags you highlight twice. But Diggs isn't a theory when he's healthy, he's a deterrent. 2-time Pro Bowler, an All-Pro season, and a style that refuses to play polite. He's not a zone counter who survives by soft angles and safe tackles. He's a pressman gambler who stares a quarterback down and dares him to test the window. Sometimes he jumps too soon and you feel it. More often, he jumps on time and you hear it. Crowd gasps. Hands to helmets, a return unfolding like a heist in daylight. Now, zoom back to Las Vegas. Eric Stokes brings speed and edge on one boundary. After that, it's questions and hope. Darian, Porter, Q. Kelly, a room still filing its paperwork. Plug Trevon Diggs into that space and the whole geometry changes. Stokes and Diggs outside, disguises behind them, pressure packages in front. Suddenly, the secondary isn't a patch, it's a platform. And spare me the "it'll cost a first" chorus. This isn't Sauce Gardner and his rookie Micah Parsons in peak form. This is a premium corner on a premium salary, coming off back-to-back injury seasons. That's a mid-conversation of fourth with a lift to a 3 on playtime or production. And it's exactly the kind of calculated swing that accelerates a defensive identity overnight. If you're the Raiders, you pick up the phone. You don't wonder, you inquire. But the calendar doesn't pause for hypotheticals. Foxborough awaits, and there are layers to peel back. This is the first real reveal of the new Raiders. New quarterback, new system, new tempo. Geno Smith steps into full command. No more preseason bunny. No more hiding plays behind closed doors. Yes, the outdoor resume from his Seattle slate carries those blemishes. 36 outdoor starts, 43 touchdowns, 31 interceptions. A rating that reads more workman than weapon. And yes, Gillette's air can chew the polish off any passing game. But look at the schedule map. 12 dome games to 5 in the elements. If Geno writes a clean opening stanza in a cool Massachusetts breeze against a defense that will shift and bluff, the rest of the season hears that echo. This isn't just Geno's offense anyway, it's Ashton Gentry's coming out party. He's built to punish low pad level, fast second step, the kind of contact balance that gets first downs after the hit, not before. 18 to 22 touches feels like the right dosage, with Zamir White, Raheem Mostert, and Dylan Lobb siphoning the rest. And somewhere in the second quarter, an alley is going to open, and Gentry will meet Robert Spillane, wearing Patriot blue in the hole. That collision will register beyond the broadcast mics. That's tone. That's identity. Out wide. The group remains one of the league's quietest strengths. Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Devontae Adams, Dante Thornton, Jr. rotating motioning, hunting leverage. Chip Kelly ball is pointillist. It's the brush passing across the formation until a defense blinks. If Christian Gonzalez suits up after a hamstring scare, you can expect New England to park him on Adams and pray the island holds. Good luck. When brackets creep, that's where Myers eats underneath. Precise, thorny on third down. Don't be surprised if Jock's Beck sneaks snaps to stress rules. And the fulcrum is the tight end tandem. The cameras will track Brock Bowers, they should, but attention follows gravity, and gravity frees Michael Mayer. One-on-one, reliable hands, disciplined stems. Mayer is the chain mover in a game where 8-yard sticks are gold. The offensive lines test is less abstract and more survival course. Colton Miller, Dylan Parham, Jordan Meredith, Jackson Powers Johnson, DJ Glaze 5 men tethered by communication against a front that will mug, stem, and bluff overloads. Mike Vrabel's fingerprints are all over the look. Simulated pressures, delayed second-level triggers. Games up front designed to turn protection rules into pretzels. Milton Williams, Christian Barmore, Kayvon Thibodeau, different types of stress. Same result if the calls are late. Protect Geno and points arrive. Miss an ID and you're punting from your heels. So you counter with your own teeth. Max Crosby. Is Max Crosby into a human being? Morgan Moses, across from him, is the match you circle. Flip Max if you want a different angle on Will Campbell. Then let Malcolm Kuntz nibble at those shorter arms and see what gives. The interior rotation is deep enough to stay fresh, and Mean-Tier Wilson toggling end and tackle. Thomas Booker and Adam Butler working edges of guards, Tonka Hemingway, J.J. Pegas, and Lakey Fotu, making the B-Gops a walk-through gravel. Objective 1 is simple. Choke the run. Travion Henderson in rhythm makes play action sing, and Drake May is a different quarterback when linebackers step forward. Take away the false steps and force him to win from structure. Your rush gets half a beat longer, your coverage a half. Step tighter. Linebacker is where the pull spikes. Jermaine Pratt, Elandon Roberts, Devin White, Jamal Adams walking down Thod is not the problem. Coverages. This league has bled the middle third for years, and Hunter Henry plus Austin Hooper is enough to test what's been soft. Death by paper cuts is still death. Tackle at the catch point. Rally live to 3rd and long, where Patrick Graham can open the disguised drawer. On the back end, Stokes draws Trevon Diggs returning from an ACL, with veteran craft to spare. Win that fight, and the whole whiteboard opens after that. It's rotation and resolve. Porter, Kelly, Nate Hobbs heavy nickel. Even dime, looks with 6 DBS. Angles over bravado. Jeremy Chin's role looks like Kemba safety. Overhang, alley closer, and he may well lead the team in tackles because this game will live on the edges. Isaiah Polomo's job is simple and cruel. Don't give up the shot play. New England will probe for one busted landmark. Don't gift it. And circling back to the tremor in Dallas, that's why the Diggs idea won't go away. Pair him with Stokes and the geometry tilts toward aggression. Coverages last longer. Graham can heat with less fear, and the identity this room is chasing accelerates by months. Mid-season trades don't fix everything, but the right one hardens a team's shape. Diggs would do that. There's the air of something else around this opener too. It's Pete Carroll's first step in silver and black, but it's also a ghost. Gang, he once wore New England's headset, and it didn't end with confetti. You could hear the edge in his voice this week, the buckle your chin strap bite. The promise that this won't be pretty because it shouldn't be. Gino echoed it. A locker room sick of being ranked 24th, sick of being a national afterthought. This is the kind of Sunday where a franchise decides how it wants to be discussed. So here's where it lands. Target Gonzalez early, stressed at hamstring with verticals and crossers. Let Gentry pick a fight at the second level and never stop swinging. Keep Gino on schedule with Mayer's relentlessness and Bauer's gravity. On defense, smother the run, make May honest, and let Max and friends hunt in known pass. Survive the paper cuts in the middle. Win the explosives at the edges. Raiders 28, Patriots 24. A road test, a scar or two, and the kind of finish that leaves a mark. Start 1-0. Keep the phone line to Dallas warm about Trevon Diggs. And suddenly, this defense you can feel forming in Vegas doesn't feel hypothetical anymore. It feels real.